Yo, welcome into the Gossiping Heifers show, another episode with your heifers, Michelle
and Rochelle.
Happy Halloween.
Boo!
See, we are in Halloween spirit right here. I'm glad we are finally live because this heifer been having fits all behind the scenes. I mean, she been juking, bouncing. What's going on with you tonight?
I should have had some fake blood.
No, you don't. No, you look. Even though it's supposed to be blood for special effects.
I want you to suck my butt.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, nobody. That is scary. Hell. Shit.
Oh.
So hopefully you have a Halloween. I'm just saying, your butt is nothing I dream about. Me personally.
Those are lies.
Others might.
Those are the best dreams.
I'm not on that list. Okay? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Share the live. Comment. We want to have your comments in here.
Hey, AK. Hey, DJ Chris.
Thank you so much. We got an excellent show in store for you. You know, our usual ignorant nonsense. But of course, we have our special guest, HerShe The Entertainer.
HerShe Squash. I mean, HerShe. Y'all know she's going to cuss me out when she get on here.
Okay, well, we're going to get right into it because we do have our guests on time.
Man, let me tell you, ain't nothing like, black folks to be on time.
Yes,
they
Lord.
Show up no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
That girl is going far in life.
I'm trying to tell you, you're going places. Okay?
For real.
Okay? But in the situation of us personal, I want you to share with our audience your stalking-ass customer that was banging on the...
Girl, remind me of that bitch. Let me tell you, speaking of black folks being on time doing the right thing, I have a standing appointment, okay?
Oh!
And the Thursday she was supposed to come in, the matter of fact, the girl that referred the heifer to me was in my chair.
Right.
And she was like, oh, y'all never met her daughter. I said, well, girl, she's going to be in a few minutes. So I'm like, okay, she's never ran late. What the hell is going on? So I text her, is everything okay? Don't want you to get your appointment. Nothing.
Right.
So I told Dana, I said, bitch ain't showed up. I don't know what's going on. So I text her again. Again, I hope everything is okay. You missed your appointment today. You're 12 o'clock.
Right.
Girl, I ain't hear shit.
Ain't heard a word.
So 3 hours later, I'm like, look.
This shit ain't working.
Look, since you did a no-show, you cannot have a standing. Okay, you can't have a standing appointment. So let's speed past the following next Thursday come up. I'm in the kitchen cooking dinner for my family. That's when I made that curry chicken. Yeah, that was good too. Next I know, my phone is blowing up. I mean, back to back 10 times. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm getting calls and texts, and I see his eyes. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to talk to this bitch because you missed your appointment. I know I told you clear as day. She texted me next time. I looked at the text. I'm on my way. So I had to stop cooking. Bitch, no, you're not.
No, you're not on your way.
I said, I text you over and over that Thursday. You didn't respond, and I told you don't have a standard, and today wasn't your appointment. Next thing I know, the damn doorbell ringing.
Yo, back to back. This doorbell was ringing.
And I know she had to hear my loud ass, because my voice carries. I said, don't nobody open that damn door. Because that bitch ain't got no appointment. So when she kept ringing the doorbell, I text her. You ain't got no appointment today.
Right.
I'm cooking. That was it. Oh, I'm so sorry. My phone was stolen. Bitch, look. Stop playing with me.
Stop. Y'all have to, people have to learn to respect your time. If it was their time, they'd be in a huffy about it.
Yeah.
But when it's somebody else's time, they got all damn day to sit back and just waste your time.
And watch, this bitch gonna probably try to show tomorrow because she got a stand. How much you want to make a bet?
If she shows up tomorrow, I'm going on IG Live. And I'm just going to sit in the background.
And I'm going to be like, boo, you don't have an appointment. You know why? Because I told you have no standing appointment no more. You simple motherfucker. I don't like simple people. I don't like ignorance.
Right.
Don't act like you don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because if I have to go there,
that's a whole different beast. I don't want to, because the thing is, even though I'm not getting that heat, I have to deal with the aftermath of that. Because I know how she is when she gets worked up and she gonna be back there. What? God damn! Why did they fuck with her today?
It takes me a minute to woosah.
I'm like, Lord,
you know, a joint always helps me woosah quicker.
Yes, it does.
But it does take me a minute to come down when you don't piss me off. And my book is my money, boo boo.
Yeah, and your time.
My time, but don't fuck with my money.
But let's not dismiss things that we do in life. You know how you catch somebody that you're dating out there? When I mean out there, they're possibly being a little hoish.
Oh, cheating.
Yeah. So I want to give, I don't know who this lady is, but I want to give her props for properly catching her man cheating. Just check out this clip.
What are you looking at?
Cars?
Really? What kind of cars?
Exotic cars?
You're into exotic cars now?
Yeah, I always wanted one. Thinking of getting one. The car's getting old.
Really? So let me see. Wow.
Yeah, pretty nice, huh? I want to test drive it.
Wow, that one in red's really nice.
Now, I wouldn't say he was cheating, but he was being hoish. He was looking.
All that thought. Come on,
yeah, and I'm like, if you're not DMing nobody, fine, but don't first of all, don't lie. And really, first of all, look at them bitches on your own time, because I'm sitting here with you.
I'm with you. You got
coochie in the flesh
right here on the couch, but you flipping through the grain.
Okay. And you know the funny thing is, if he met any of them hoes, none of them looked like that in person.
None of them.
These filters
do justice,
man.
Okay,
I told you I was on IG looking at women that's supposed to be models, and they were showing a real picture. I'm like, that's not the same heifer. It's somebody different. Girl, these heifers be like 50 pounds lighter. You know? No, I'm serious. They be 50 pounds. The girl hoes having guts everywhere, and then on the IG picture, her stomach flat.
Yeah.
I need them filters.
Look, another clip we came across real quick is the ignorance in our education system. It's already sad enough that we got so much nonsense involved, but when someone's culture is mocked, it just goes a whole different way.
I know what you for the show.
Check out this teacher from California mocking Native American culture.
I don't know. Tomahawks? I don't know. Is that right? What that is? Okay. Water goddess.
Okay, see, first of all, the simple fact that child pulled that fucking camera out because he knew that was some bullshit. Whoever did that record, I've never heard Native Americans. It's like a Karen squeal. I know you're just speechless. I've never seen. Now look, they have a Native American thing they do like once a year here in Texas. We've gone and I've enjoyed it. And let me tell you, I never saw that bullshit. That is the most racist, Karenish,
that's
nonsense.
That's you know, I'm trying to find out where on the curriculum. Where was this on the curriculum? I'm trying to say, did they tell you to do this?
No, this was in her old racist Karen
just
mind.
like a little. Let me try to bring my presentation.
But you remember when they were doing the slave thing? They had the kids all tied together, walking around. That's not what slavery was about. Us being just bound together, walking in a damn circle. It would have been a lot easier if that was. But don't reenact anyone's culture because you don't have one yourself.
It's just stupidity. I think she was on crack that day. I don't know what the hell. Maybe her first blunt. I don't know how she started the day off.
That was her Karen coming out.
Okay, the other positive news. The Louisiana high school, man, they had all these fights going down. And instead of calling police, there are a bunch of fathers that gather together and they are patrolling the school and they are planning on taking this nationwide. Because awesome. I do believe we do need that presence, because when school officials call the police on your children, it's traumatizing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get 8-year-old kids being handcuffed, sometimes even drop kicked on the head.
Right. But other than that, I'm glad these group of dads got together and that they are going to take this nationwide, because it's too much nonsense going on in these goddamn
Black
schools.
dads rock. No, I loved it because I can tell the kids loved them being there. And a lot of these young kids probably don't have a father at home.
Right, exactly.
You know, so this, you know, this was touching. I loved it. Whoever came up with it, God bless you.
Now I'm gonna show you guys a picture that I want, you know, to get your honest responses in the comments. If you're on a flight going somewhere and somebody sitting in front of you did this. Can y'all see the picture? I don't know why the picture's not showing. But yeah, it's not showing the picture.
That's some bulls. I want to see what it is.
It's basically a picture that went viral over a girl with very long hair sitting in front of another passenger. She had all of her hair flipped over on, you know, in front, you know, they're serving trays.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, either scissors are coming out or
girl, first I would have banked that bitch head. I would have been like, bitch, can you move? And if she did it again, bend the damn hair. That bitch knows she could have put her hair to the side. She could have put her head to the side. Why are you doing all this? You're doing the most right now. So I'm just saying. What you carrying?
Yeah, of course. You got your hair all over on my side of the damn plane. We're not doing that, okay?
Stewardess, can you please hand me some scissors?
Right.
And a vodka on the rocks.
Lastly, before we go to a break and bring on our special guest, let me tell y'all about this blind date. Now, this took place in China. I don't know if it's
China.
I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, it took place in China. And this woman went on a blind date, and I guess it's something they must do. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. But she wanted to test her date's generosity.
Okay.
She brought her whole family.
Oh, well, damn.
23 family members to this date. And
that's kind of hood rat shit.
Let me tell you something.
You know, when your hood friend hungry, girl, I'm coming.
She had to learn the hard way because not only did he bounce, he left her with the tab.
Do you blame him?
I don't blame him. $3,000+ dollars.
I don't think this is a cultural thing, okay?
It don't sound.
I
like
never heard of that shit. I never heard that shit. But I heard of a lot of different cultures.
I'm thinking of The Godfather. You know, the first one when Al Pacino's character went to Italy and the whole family had to accommodate them on a date. But see, that was simpler.
But I wanted everybody to pay their own damn bill. So they didn't break that part down either. But you know, it sounds so ratchet because I had a friend that tried to do that shit with my boyfriend at the time, picking me up for lunch, and this whole thought she was coming.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, no, be happy you get the dinner, man. You bringing the whole family up in here for this damn situation? No, we're not doing that. Okay, sad. But look, we're gonna go to a quick break. I want you guys, while we are on this break, to click share and get ready to comment because we will be bringing on our special guest, Miss HerShe.
Yes.
HerShe. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Girl, let me tell you something. When we don't break them titties, we shake this table. But look, it's time to bring on our special guest. You guys have seen her on our show plenty of times. Her ass is crazy. She is a writer, producer, comedian extraordinaire, and she probably got some more damn titles we don't know about. Let's bring her on. That's HerShe The Entertainer.
Hey, Miss On Time.
How you doing? Listen, I should be here for the news. That shit was hilarious.
Yo, we saw your face back there with that white shit with the Indian shit. I'm like, come on.
I was like, what? Listen, baby girl is the GOAT with that mirror. That was some GOAT shit. That was some GOAT shit.
Baby. I said, yo, if anybody needs to learn how to catch up a man or something, that was it right there.
That was brilliant. But see, that's why I'm just so real. Like, Baby, like, what you looking at? Some bad bitches. Like, I'm just.
I mean, just be honest. But I'm like, I'm right here with you. Why are you looking at these hoes that don't look like that in real life?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Filters have definitely ruined the game. So.
Thank you. Okay. We're gonna work that out.
That's why I don't filter a lot of my pictures, because I don't want people to see me be like, like.
Well, you ain't HerShe. I don't know you. Like, who is
right.
you?
I try not to do that. I try to stay as authentic as possible.
Well, we know you do,
but
we thank you again for joining the Heifers officially on your first time on the YouTube space, honey. And I want you to tell folks, number one, please explain your name.
Well, it's HerShe, like the chocolate, but it's spelled like her and she. Pun intended. I actually was named by a producer. It used to have a Y and a Z, but I dropped it because when I Googled it, I found out I was a transsexual porn star, and I didn't want to get booked for the wrong thing. So
okay,
I dropped the Y and the Z.
Yeah, you don't want to show to a set they got a horse or donkey on there. Wait.
Listen, I did not want to talk in the wrong microphone.
I don't like that mic.
I was like, what in the booking did I come to?
That's crazy.
Now I got to pay extra for this.
And they got so it's a transgender porn star.
Yeah, it was. It was spelled with a Y and a Z like mine when I had.
I'm gonna be nosy and look that up.
This was a long time ago too. So I changed the spelling of my name about like 6-7 years ago. So
I'm sure they still out there.
I hope so. I mean, I don't know. They might have retired. That's a lot of work to put in.
You better, oh girl, my butthole tied. I can't do this no more.
Or the jaws, one of them. I don't know. So.
No, that's a job I would not want.
Now you're originally from Detroit, girl.
I am born and raised.
So from Detroit, and you done moved around. Tell us about from your transition from Detroit to where you have gone all over the place.
I've moved a lot of times. I used to stay in New York, hated it. I stayed in New York about 6 months, moved to Tobyhanna, Pennsylvania for about another 3, and then was like, I'm out of here. It's not for me.
Yes.
Not for me. I stayed in Dallas for a month during training. That was fun. And I also stayed in North Carolina. That's my favorite place to be. Now I'm in Atlanta, but North Carolina is probably going to be the retiring state. I love it there. So.
Okay. A lot of people going to North Carolina.
What's so special about North Carolina? What's going on there?
You know what? It's so funny, because I'm an entertainer. I'm more of a homebody when I'm not entertaining. So it's like a chill vibe. Atlanta is always popping, always traffic.
I didn't
Charlotte is like, yeah, just go to the store and go home.
No, but that's because even though we stay in Texas, we stay in the suburbs and it's quiet. And you sound like me, Michelle. I like being at home. I like my peace and quiet. Let me go run my errands and bring my ass home.
That's me.
Because when I did go to Atlanta, I was trying to figure out why is everybody moving to Atlanta. I didn't like it.
I don't like it either. Believe it or not.
I did not like it. I'm like,
I don't either.
Why is everybody moving here?
So I moved. Believe it or not, it was crazy because Atlanta was like my last choice. One of the reasons why I stayed in Charlotte because it wasn't too far. But right before the pandemic, Kevin Hart's manager, his name is Nate, his son and I was supposed to work together. He was supposed to manage me. He was like, well, you got to be closer to Atlanta. And I'm like, I guess I'm moving to Atlanta. But then the pandemic happened, so that changed the whole course of whatever was going on. But I actually don't like it to stay, but I like it for my business. It's really good for my business. I see y'all in the comments. What up, though? Everybody from Detroit say, what up, though?
Okay, what up, though?
That's how we greet each other. If somebody say they from Detroit and don't say what up, though, they lying.
Okay, well, I'm not from Detroit, so I ain't gonna lie. But I am from Memphis.
Okay, Memphis. I heard y'all got some good barbecue.
Girl, yes, we got everything.
Everything in Memphis is good.
And that's even when you go to IHOP and you go to Texas IHOP, you're like, what the fuck?
It's not the same.
Everything is not the same.
Not the same.
You know what? I think the urban cities have the best food. I don't care what nobody say. Like they talk a lot of shit about Detroit, but baby, we burn there, honey.
I bet y'all do shit as a bunch of black folks, but I know you from Memphis. If you holler, what is that famous state besides Maine? They don't say Maine.
Maine.
What up, Maine?
What up, Maine?
And stop flogging.
Right.
I want to go to Memphis. Y'all gonna have to be my tour guides when I go.
Well, let's get a bulletproof vest. We'll go.
Oh.
It ain't like it used to be.
It ain't.
I don't need no vest. I'm from Detroit.
Okay, but I got plenty of homegirls still out there. You know, that's where you know. Yeah. You don't go to Beale Street doing it. You gonna make some money.
You gonna hey, what's the name of the street?
Beale Street. That's where your girl was at. When she said everybody hollering and blowing kisses, she says, "This is where the hoes be."
Yeah,
you remember that? Adele Givens.
Mm-hmm. I need to go over there. I got bills.
Beale Street.
Bills due. I need to go check them out.
They got a lot of good restaurants. What was that? Wet Willies. We used to love Wet Willies.
Ooh, that
you get them tall ass glasses, them drinks.
Yes,
girl. Walking around
and get a poke sandwich.
And they got that little rock cafe or whatever. But it's nice. It's nice.
I want to go. I've been like through there, like passing, but I want to actually go. I think I want to do something like a cross country, something where I'm just take like 14 days and just go visit some spots and stay a night or something. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, you like Memphis?
You like it? It's got its moments, but like I said, it's changed dramatically. That's all I'm gonna leave it on that. Okay.
It may have gotten better when they got a white mayor now.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know. I might feel at home as soon as I get there.
You Negroes just like Detroit. Okay.
I'm going to Memphis to my what up, though. They like, who is this, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Stop. You're flogging. Man, I used to say that shit to my friend all the time. Stop flogging. Yo, man, don't say. What the fuck does that mean?
Wasn't Hustle and Flow based out of Memphis, right?
Memphis. And they would say, man.
He said, man, I think who said it? Jamie Foxx said he can't come out of that character. What's his name?
Oh, you telling the light skinned one?
Yeah.
Terrence.
Terrence Howard. He said he can't come out of that character. He said every show now he maining. He
maining Snow Bunny. That's what they call white women in Memphis. Snow bunnies.
No bunnies, yeah. They do that in I guess in Michigan too. So
I think it's just Snow Bunny nationwide. So.
No, my homie Cricket said they call him something else. Where he from?
Anyway, now that you done moved all over the place, girl, tell us when you first got started doing comedy.
Actually, this is December will be 12 years, believe it or not. Comedy like fell in my lap. I was singing and acting and child modeling way before comedy. And a lot of people, it's funny, they don't even know I can sing until I sing. They're like, oh shit, you really sing? I'm like, yeah, I do. That was happening first.
Okay.
My stepdad actually got me into it. He kind of told me I was going to do it. And I was like, no. He was like, you're a class clown. You're naturally funny. You're going to do comedy. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. And then one summer, he put me in a program at a community college called like Comedy 101, where they obviously can't teach you how to be funny. They could just pretty much teach you how to write your jokes and get over stage fright. And that's what they did. In our graduation class, we had to perform for everybody. And I was the headliner. Okay. And I killed it. But again, it was for a white crowd, which is totally different from the black crowd. So I killed it. I was like, oh, sweet. So the next day I went to a black crowd and did the same jokes, and it was crickets. And they were like, where y'all find this bitch at? And I was like, maybe I should just go back to singing because my pride went from here to here. And I was like, maybe I should go back to
but you know, black folks, we hard critics now.
Exactly.
It is. So that's the thing. And that's one of the things I learned early in my career. You have to be very universal in your material. And I didn't know that for the second gate because you couldn't tell me I wasn't next Kevin Hart on my first day. I was like, I did that. But it don't take a lot for, the Caucasian people to laugh. Like you could say something like, why did the chicken cross the road? And you'd be like, because it's black people on the other side. And they're like, oh, black people.
Oh my God, Negroes, and they love chicken. Yes.
Right. That'll kill them, right? Black people would do that. And they'll be like, black people. So I had to learn that pretty early in my career. It's crazy because comedy opened the doors for a lot of other shit that I wanted to do. So like singing and acting and all that. So that's how it happened. Yeah.
But you also got some hidden gems. You also work with autistic children.
I did, yeah. So I used to work with autistic children and adults shit from 18 to like 28, probably longer than that. That was actually my favorite thing to do. But if anybody knows working in the health field, especially with autistic children and adults, it will burn you out. And you have to have a level of compassion in that field. So I knew it was time for me to walk away when the last client I wanted to throw into the wall, I was like, I probably
Like, I don't like this little motherfucker.
I probably
You
should leave.
testing me.
But because again, it takes a level of compassion. And if anybody know anything about autistic people, they work off of repetition. They like a lot of things to say. Thank you, y'all. So they work off of repetition. So because of that, you have to keep a pattern, and it doesn't work if the family is not working with you and the caregivers and the therapists. So it got so frustrating because I would literally get them to a place of learning, and then the family would have them digress. So I was like, I'm done with this because listen, shit.
Well, you know, some parents, you know, sad thing to say is don't need to have autistic kids because they do things that's gonna be easier for them. Right. And that's half the time nothing.
Facts. You know, I think parents, obviously, you know your children, but why go get them help and therapy and caregiving and all that if you're not going to follow the guidelines to help them?
Yeah.
So sometimes the family actually is more detrimental to their learning than they are. But autistic children and adults are probably some of the most brilliant people. It's not them, it's us that don't understand them, but they're really very, very intelligent people.
Yeah. You are absolutely right on that.
But you know, with my nephew being autistic, you know, I've learned to call it asstism because they got a lot of asshole ways. Because with autistic kids, and you notice if it's not about them, they really have no care for it.
Facts.
And if you want the truth, ask somebody autistic. You will get the truth, honesty. And don't think they don't lie, because my nephew will lie his ass off to get out of some shit or get some shit.
But see, that goes to show if you're paying attention to the autistic, because you know they have some that are high functioning or they call it low functioning. But if you pay attention to them, they'll show you how they communicate. Some people make a noise, some people draw, some people just say it. I have a nephew who's autistic as well, and I guess you can consider him high functioning, but he'll tell you straight up, like last time he was here, he wanted some cake, and he asked me, and I wouldn't give him none. He was like, "Fucking cake, please." I was like, "Oh,
snap, bitch."
Please.
Now see, my nephew know if he say something, I'm a jaw his ass, okay? Because my nephew, her son is high functioning, and a lot of his asshole ways he got naturally from the mom.
But I couldn't be mad because he said please.
He wasn't rude.
I'm an asshole too, so as a comedian, I thought it was freaking hilarious. We was like,
what the fuck you just say? Fucking cake.
He was like, "Fucking cake, please." Oh my god, I died. I couldn't do nothing but give him the biggest piece of cake I could find.
He's like, I asked earlier. I know you fucking heard me, auntie. Oh shit.
He waited. Y'all, he waited about 20 minutes and then he came back and he did one of these, y'all. He was like,
"Fuck." So he gave you the straight face.
Like, bitch, I already asked.
Exactly. So that's why maybe I throw the fuck in there, maybe she move a little faster. I understand, baby. But you know,
first time he asked nice. He was like, "Got cake?" And I was like, "That's not how you ask." So he walked away and he waited. I guess he was like, "Bitch, you thought I forgot?" So he came back. 20 minutes. He came back 20 minutes later, like, "Fucking cake, please." And he wanted to say now, like, "Bitch, I'm tired."
I would have laughed too, though. I would have laughed like the boy. Who the fuck you talking to? Whoa.
Dog, y'all, listen, I couldn't discipline him. It was just so fucking funny to me because the way he added the please, I'm like, I can't be mad at you now. Like,
exactly. He was polite, but fuck, come on.
I gave you a pass. I asked you nicely.
20 minutes is a long time to wait for some cake.
Especially when you're autistic, because they ain't got no patience.
They have no patience.
I thought I was bad.
None. So yeah, I love autistic children and adults. I think those are like I love learning them and not trying to get them to learn us, but us more so getting to learn them. So those are like my favorite people.
Yeah, they're the sweetest people. I mean,
They are.
kind.
They are.
And I get mad when I hear people say stupid shit. Because I was like, you know what? Maybe you need to look up and study autism.
Yeah.
And maybe you need to get to know a couple of autistic people because one is not like the other.
Sorry, y'all.
You got some lash in your eyeball, girl.
It's a hair piece somewhere. I don't know where's that. It's somewhere. Okay, I got it.
I know. You know what? That's the guy's driving me crazy. You're like, what the fuck? What the hell is this?
Man, I was about to take this whole motherfucking wig off.
I mean, did you went cross-eyed like, what the fuck?
Good.
I was like, somebody get some scissors, damn it. Oh my God.
I have a lot of people, the people that know me. I have a really weak spot for older people, homeless people, and autistic people. So I do a lot of work within those areas. I have a nonprofit that I started a couple of years ago called the Well Project, where we donate women's essentials to homeless women. So we collect like 25 to 30 items per bag that are travel size, like tampons and washcloths and stuff like that they use, toothbrushes.
Yeah,
yeah.
A lot of simple things that people don't think about them needing.
Exactly. It came up because one day I was stuck at the airport and I got my cycle. And I was like losing my shit, like, oh my God, I don't have nothing, right? And then I thought to myself, like, what does homeless women go through? You know?
Exactly.
So that's how it came up. And then as it grew, I realized that there's also homeless men that may need some essentials as well. So the first year we donated like 50 something bags, and then we got the hospitals and stuff to help us. So those are like my favorite things to do outside of entertainment. I love that part of my life. So
yeah. But what are the parts of your life that you have to deal with, professionally, that you wish would be just a little bit easier to deal with?
Not seeing them as many dicks. I see more dicks than porn.
Yeah, but you know what? I knew she was gonna say that because we speak to a couple of comedian women, and the first thing that men think is you sleep with me, and I'm gonna help you.
This is not. If y'all hear this is not just some made up shit. This is true. I've seen more dick than porn stars. Okay, and
that's so sad.
I had a guy, and I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like a mentor to me. And we were supposed to do a writing session. And he's like, come over to write. I'm like, bet, I'm excited. Y'all, I get there. He's like, okay, I'll be back out. He goes in his room. He come back out with his dick out. This is a true story. And I was like, that's not a number 2 pencil, and you're not writing on this notepad. So I'm gonna head out. Like, I'm gonna head out. Like, now, naturally, I guess because he was well endowed. Because he was well endowed, I guess I was supposed to be like, ooh, come here, let me taste it. I was just like,
you know how many folks walking around with a big dick? It's not just you, bro.
Yeah,
but I've seen it. I've heard guys say, if I want to make it to the top, I gotta sleep with them. I've had 12 years in comedy, I probably would have been on somebody's platform bigger by now had I fucked. I had plenty of opportunities. I just didn't want to do it that way. I'd rather take the long road. I'd rather hustle, and I'd rather do what I need to do.
That's a way that you stay there on top.
Yeah.
Because we know a Pacific comedian, and that's all she did was, and she enjoyed fucking. But you don't hear about it.
That's no.
She was a hoe for show.
But see, that's the thing though, and it's kind of fucked up for people like me because they're used to women doing that. So when I don't do it, now I'm hard to work with, or I'm a bitch, or I'm this, and my mom told me
it was hard to work with.
Hard to work with. But my mom told me early in my career, she was like, "Don't ever lay on your back to get what you want." Now she didn't say nothing about my knees and my stomach, but
done. You the HerShe. Yeah, but you're right. That was not in part of the conversation.
I'm like, Ma, you forgot about my knees and my stomach. My left knee is fucked to this day. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I can't. I mean, she probably did better than me because I could see me cussing somebody. Walking out of your room and you butt naked, I would have this. Okay, now we got speaking with your dick.
It happens so much. Like in this business as a woman, you have to have tough skin because sexual harassment is real, but there's no corporate. You can't call corporate and be like, hey, you know, like
facts.
So
getting random dicks in my face, you know.
Yeah, so it's just something that now it's crazy because I've been in the business so long. People will say like, yeah, HerShe fucking get out of here with that, because now they know, like they know it.
Yeah. You
so y'all got the memo, right? Y'all not a hoe.
I had a guy tell me, HerShe, you just get booked because you pretty, but when they find out that you a lesbian, they gonna feel like they wasted their money. I said, oh, wait. Let me tell you how God worked. 2 months later, he ended up going to jail, and I said, now we both booked. I'm just the only one getting paid. You fucking for free.
But I don't know why. Because let me tell you something. That's one thing I feel sorry for gay men, because men love lesbians.
And do.
I'm telling you, y'all got like your whole. I'm trying to tell you,
y'all got another journey that's a little. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's easier.
Yeah, kind of.
Men like lesbians are okay.
Men, no. Not really. It took time, because you got to understand, as a lesbian woman, I've heard so many. Oh, you ain't had the right dick, or you ain't. I've heard that. And then you get the lesbians that are, you know, lesbians for a day. They gay for the stay or gay for the day, and you know, because
they just they been transsexual. They want to try some shit.
Yeah, you know, I took a gay break. On my gay break,
a gay break? How you have a damn gay break? She traded in for the penis for a minute.
I took a gay break, and I was like, you know what, fuck these hoes, and that was short lived. I was like, okay, I guess I'm going back to being gay again.
But you know, when I first found out one of my closest friends was gay, I just had, I had a bunch of questions to find out. Okay, why? Yeah. So we all know it's not about the penis,
right?
But my big question for her was, why does your girl look like a dude?
Mm-hmm.
When I say a dude, she's like a gorilla dude, you know.
So I'll tell you why. Because I get this question all the time, because I date femmes and I date studs. Now, when I'm dating a femme, I'm a touch me now femme. I don't let femmes give me head or do that. Shit is gay.
You dominate.
That's gay. I don't like it. Get your gay ass out of here. I don't like it.
She can't be cute like Beyonce. Let me do you, girl.
No, that shit is gay. I be like, if you don't lay down and get this dick and stop playing, that shit is so gay. I do not like femmes touching on me and shit. That's gay.
So you like to be the stud when
I am. I big dick energy always. So, okay. But when I date studs, I get this question a lot, and I have to explain to the men, no matter what their attire is and how they present themselves, they still a woman at the end of the day. And I like pussy. And it's like the best of both worlds, because you can pop the dick off and there's still a pussy there. Hey.
Okay.
It's like, give me that, you know? So.
Yeah, because because I asked her, I said, I thought if you were gay, you were attracted to women that look like women. But I see your wife, husband.
Uh-huh.
This bitch, I was confused. Forgive me. I was trying to make sure I get this shit right there.
What's so funny though? I'm probably more aggressive and masculine than she is. She has a lot of feminine, like she like girly stuff. I just like to look pretty, but I really be on some nigga shit. Like,
I believe. But like I said, compared to my homegirls, shit. Your baby's a walk in the park. This heifer was ugly. I mean, it looked like her knuckles would be dragging on the ground as she turned.
Listen, ugly bitches get a best head. Y'all gotta be fucked up. I done had a few ugly bitches. They like to suck my soul out.
Yeah, well, shit, you gotta be good at something when you're ugly.
Hey, not ugly and big boned. They do the best, because big boned chicks is used to having honey buns and shit in their mouth, so they eat your soul out too. And then like, listen, I'm just saying. And then like ugly girls, oh my god, ugly girls, they do all kind of shit. They look between your toes, your ass. I'm here for it.
You know what's it? Because I ain't gonna lie, even if I'm being straight, I'm prude. My dude be like, man, you fucking soft, yo. Don't fuck with my toes. Don't fuck with my butthole.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
We're not doing that. It's a limit.
No, I'm a straight girl.
Whole list.
I will tell, because everybody be like, oh, you look like you be wild. Baby, I am a prude at heart.
I'm like, do you ever bust a nut? Because you got a real strict list. What's all this shit?
It's not that. It's not that. I'm like, stop watching Pornhub, watching these girls hawking up, spitting on your penis. Yo, I like that. Nah, I'm not doing that.
Listen, that is why I am ass traumatized. Okay, listen, y'all. Listen.
She said she ass
I
traumatized.
am ass traumatized. I'll tell y'all. I'm serious. I'm about to have a tear thinking about it. Listen, I was with my ex nigga. This is what I was dating niggas, right? And listen, first of all, this is probably why I can't date niggas for real, because he had a big dick, and every time I slept with him, I had to readjust my cervix and shit. And I was like, I just fucked you yesterday. Why I gotta readjust my cervix again, right? So I said that to say he's in doubt. So I guess he was watching too much Pornhub because, bitch, you did this all wrong. So first of all, everybody in the comments that's listening, fellas, if you want to do ass play, please discuss that with your girl over dinner, breakfast, something. Don't just decide it for y'all as a couple. That's what we decide together. So he hitting it from the back, and I'm throwing that bitch back. I'm like, ooh, wait, boom, grabbing necks and shit. I'm like, I'm ready, right? Man, he like laid me down. I'm like, oh, we about to get in my favorite position. And he decides, without talking to me,
he gonna stick it there.
He was going. I like to sock him in his whole, this piece right here, this whole
all in the throat. You can't breathe.
I was like, what the fuck? He was like, oh, you gotta relax. First of all,
no, I don't.
First of all, sir, we went to Olive Garden tonight. You ain't
that ain't booty. That ain't booty.
You ain't. First of all, you took me to Olive Garden tonight. You ain't even bought enough dinner to get ass. That's the first thing. Secondly,
Olive Garden.
Secondly, sir, we didn't discuss this. Third of all, sir, I'm not a porn star. Them hoes get paid for that. Third of all,
gonna have you looking like a horse. Shit,
you ain't want to lube it. You ain't want to do nothing. He literally put the head in, y'all. I was like, get dressed and take me home. I'm straight. I'm good on that.
You felt violated, like you was molested.
Facts. So I was like,
but you know what? It may come off when I first start talking to a dude. That's like the first date type shit. What I'm not gonna do.
You know, yeah.
Let me break this down so we won't have a misunderstanding.
What we're not going to do.
And one thing we definitely not doing is the booty. You can smack that ass all day. You can squeeze it, but don't do nothing else.
Well, see, you can put a thumb in mine, but you gotta hold it still.
No, I don't want that.
You can do a thumb.
No, see, my friend and Michelle know this bastard will come up the stairs behind me. This black motherfucker. And I'm thinking he just finna grab my butt, and then he do this. and I turn around like, yo, stop playing.
No, the thumb is like a handlebar, right?
If it's not a rag with soap on it or toilet tissue, don't belong there.
Two of the pink, one of the stink.
No stinky pinkies. I can't. You know what? I know I want to go to this. I'm just like, that's the one thing that's gonna be a virgin on my body when I leave this earth is my asshole.
So you don't like your ass licked either?
Nope.
I
said I had a dude do it, and my girlfriend said, "Girl, he ain't do it right."
I was gonna say, listen, I had one person do it, and I was like, "That's dumb. I don't like wet ass. That's dumb. I don't like it. It feel like a baby wipe back there or something. Don't do it again." But then I had somebody else do it. And I was like, "Oh shit, they was doing it wrong."
They did it right. That's what my homegirl said. She said he did, but you know, I said, "Girl, you know what it felt like when you think you finna fart, but you shark." That's what it felt like to me. It felt like a shark. And then he gonna come up and look. This is another proof thing. There's another proof thing I got. Don't think you finna give me special attention and come up and kiss me.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Don't give me special attention and try to kiss me. I'm like, oh, I don't eat coochie. Don't wash your mouth out.
That's why I keep a rag by the bed. Okay, and another thing, understand when you eat an ass, don't go back to the pussy. That's cross contamination. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that. And then also,
you do a yeast infection.
That part, and then you might want to ask her what she ate for dinner. Like you just deciding to get her booty hole.
She had a whole lot of dairy. And you think she queefing, but she farting in your mouth. I just like to have that area not touched. Don't even look at it. Don't think about it. Don't dream. Keep the jailhouse habits in the prison where they belong.
No.
That's my attitude. But my friend be like, it's yours. Why can't I kiss you? Still.
No, I don't want to know what my ass tastes like. You did. Don't do that. I never said I want to know.
Even if you French kiss in the front door, I'm like, it's still pussy. I don't want you putting that back. No, I'm good. Go
Well,
wash
I'm
your
okay with that because I mean I know what it's like for me, but the ass I didn't ask what it tastes like. You wanted to know, so don't do that to me.
Like I said, but I think that part of my prudeness is okay. I don't do booty.
I mean, everybody has the preference, you know. Again, I didn't necessarily like it at all until a thumb was there, but then it threw me off when they wanted to wiggle it around. I was like, bitch, just be still.
Yeah, just be still in there.
Yeah,
just put it in there and be still.
Because it throws me off my concentration. I got a one-track mind. Like, you doing too much.
Like, bitch, I ain't got no prostate up in there you can massage.
Yeah, it's cold in there. Motherfucker want to do all of this. No. You
like, bitch, put like a worm in my ass. Stop. Both of y'all.
I don't like it.
Both of y'all. Look, we just talking about shit we don't like, and that's something we can both agree on.
I do agree. You can't just sit up there and volunteer my ass when we had no
no discussion. So no.
That's
I'm just like, dude, take you to Olive Garden. I'm like, nigga, you need to rent out a whole fucking restaurant on the beach.
Period. I don't know why people are so shy still in 2021 to talk about sexual things. Like, it's okay to discuss it. And at this moment, we don't really have taboo topics. Let's just discuss what the fuck you like. Like, if I was dating somebody and they said, hey, I want you to dress up like a little baby, I ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna work. But
I think role play is fun because I'm still trying to get my friend to dress me as the big bad wolf and let me be Little Red Riding Hood so he can eat me like he's supposed to.
You want to take your cookies, sis?
I'm just hoping they got a hotel for that.
I told Michelle I'll even dress up like a ninja and slide down the stairs. Give me that dick. You know, I think shit like that is fun.
I love role play. I love role play. I think that is so dope.
Ooh, can you do Alice in the Wonderland and the Mad Hatter?
Look at you. She got it already.
Alice in the Wonderland and the Mad Hatter.
You said what?
I'll be Alice and he be the Mad Hatter.
Lord have mercy. Not Alice. Look at her face. No, I don't want to. I don't. You know, my role plays are more. I don't know.
With that would be.
I'm using the HerShe. You be quiet.
My role plays are more a little psychotic, I guess. I be on some criminal mind shit, like come in and take it.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That is a fantasy that most women have, and this Negro like, fuck no, man. I'm like, dude, look, take these pantyhose, cut them, put them over your face, and just act like you breaking in the house and take this.
Amazing. Amazing. That's everything.
Okay because I know it's you. I mean, this is planned.
That's everything for me. I would like, no, you cannot. You want
yes, I'm a virgin. Do you? Stop. You leave me alone.
What? I be telling people you gotta die a little bit during sex. You gotta die a little bit. Like if she dies, she dies. Like, but if you are into the choking and shit, make sure your partner is CPR trained. I'm not talking about YouTube University trained. I'm talking about actually trained.
Look, certified CPR trainer. Look, in case of an emergency.
I'm not gonna tell too much of my business because that Negro tried that shit for the first. I never had that done. I'm looking at him like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing?
Amazing. It's amazing. I literally almost died during sex. It was amazing. Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all.
I'm gonna take you when I ride you. How about that?
I'm gonna tell y'all since y'all my favorite. During my gay break, with my ex-boyfriend, he had put a shirt around my neck. Now first of all, let me just say this. I'm not a hoe, so I don't have no safe words, okay? I'm gonna stick when the tough get going, okay? I ain't no punk bitch over here. I don't do no safe words.
I start fighting.
There is a safe signal. The safe signal was this, but you can't see it if your eyes is closed, right? So, he put his shirt around my neck and he was hitting it from the back and I was dying, but it was amazing, right? So I did the safe signal.
This heifer said I was dying, but it was amazing. Go ahead, girl.
So I did the same signal, but he had his eyes closed like this, so he missed it. So I did it again, but it was a little slower this time because I was half dead. I was like, and he missed it. So when he finally got me, I was like dead a little bit. So then he like brought me back to life, and then we laughed about it. He was like, "I almost lost you today." I was like, "I know, my nigga." Like it was so sexy that you brought me back.
You know what? You a special kind of person. I love you, HerShe. That's all I got to fucking say about that. Because I would have probably jack kicked out. You know, I would have been a horse that day. I would have kicked that Negro so hard in his chin.
It's nothing like coming and going, ladies. It's nothing.
I just want to come. I don't want to go. That shit will come soon enough.
We ain't trying to rush it. We're trying to enjoy every moment here. No, thank you.
I'm not gonna rush it, but the choke thing, I'd rather for you to be face to face, so I can look at you, let you know, nigga, let go.
The eyes of you start seeing my eyes.
But you know what's so funny? And this is a typical man. Nah, you can't smack my ass. No, you can't choke me.
And you can't blindfold me.
Girl, no hand.
Y'all like to be blindfolded?
No,
it's them.
It's them. They, see, you know, my dude, like I'm the dude. I'm the man.
Yeah, I know what you are. That's your purpose here.
That's
put the blindfold
you
on.
the woman.
Enjoy yourself.
I tie you up.
I feel like most men don't like that because they had some type of trauma, like they've been to prison or something like, I don't know.
They blindfold you in prison?
Well, he did come up in the crack area in New York, so ain't no telling what his trauma may be.
Listen, they might not blindfold you in prison, but they have covered your eyes when they came up behind you. So that's
grab your head, shove it in the pillow. Shut up.
Yeah, so that's a form of not being able to fucking see.
Yeah, but you know, if that happened, I'll be traumatized too. No, we can't do this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't. I would love to do cops and robbers role play, but a lot of people I date have been in jail before, and I think that's gonna be some trauma.
Yeah, you know
that fucks it up. Right
a lot of men, they ain't gonna just put no color to it, but you know they love to lock ours up.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. A ticket, you're going to jail, nigga, for 5 years. And the ticket, bitch.
Y'all stupid.
She over here being stupid. Because I was getting ready to ask about the comedy scene you just told you.
Go ahead, do your interview.
We went from too many penises being seen and to ass tickling.
Yeah.
You know, this went all the way left.
That's not ass tickling. We were talking about ass drama.
Okay. Let me stay focused. Go ahead. Y'all know I got ADD.
Really good. Because I'm telling you, I'm laughing so much over here.
Let me tell you, I like, Michelle likes the interviews to be like, you know, let me ask. I like shit to be a flow conversation.
I like a flow too. I was just like, I didn't say nothing else.
It's a good balance. Michelle has to be.
Michelle, do you like booty?
No, Ro has to be the wild one, so it's a good balance.
Thank you, man, with this crazy crackhead over
there. I just had to ask her because she never says like, Michelle, do you like the booty?
I thought I addressed that already, and I said no.
But I figured, you know, you my sister.
I was listening to you two talk. I was just tripping off the conversation. You see,
I gotta talk to my nephew about that. Don't just, you know, assume she down with that. You gotta ask.
You gotta ask.
Anyhow, girl.
Ask with jury too.
We was educating the audience.
we just let men know, stop being prudes when your woman wants you to act like you're the rapist, okay? Stop being a prude, you know, and let you know you need to talk about booty, okay?
Yeah.
That's not something you take upon yourself. You are welcome.
Yes. And you'll be surprised. She might even be into it or open to it, but it's still something that you need to talk about. I think, again, sexual conversations need to happen. It's a must.
They do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see nothing about having a conversation.
Right. He got it. He understands. Yeah, he understands. I think men need to know this shit.
Okay, so we'll have a conversation on sidebar quickly after that. But anyhow, besides this girl, what are some of the best things that you love about what you do?
Healing of people. I think laughter is healing. So I'm like I call myself a minister of laughter because I think that that's one of the reasons why I don't talk about the audience. Like, I'm not that type of comedian. I'm not an insult comedian because you never know what people are going through and they came to get a relief. So I don't come in and be like, yeah, you stupid, ugly man. I don't do that. I don't think that's not for me. So I think my favorite thing about what I do is just being able to minister to people through laughter, whatever they're going through for that particular moment, they can just release it. So
yeah, and that's best. And I'm glad you got that answer. You said people do go there for comedians, We need that healing. I mean, it's been a long ass week. I damn just stroke, choke somebody out.
And then I don't need to pay for a fucking ticket and your ass gonna make a show about me. I'm not here for that.
Yeah. Everybody got their own style of comedy, but I feel like if people paid their money to come see you and they took out of their day, don't insult them. The only time I insult somebody is if I have a heckler. If I got a heckler, I'm going to.
They're supposed to get served.
I'm going off. But other than that, you'll never see me do that because I feel like A, I have enough material. I don't have to make it about you. And B, I don't know what your day consisted of. So you may have, and this has happened. This is when I knew I was in the right field. A lady came to me at one of my shows. I was probably like 2 years in, and she was like, "Thank you for being up here." And I was like, "Oh, thank you for coming." She was like, "No, I was going home to kill myself tonight. And I'm happy."
Damn.
Yeah. And she was just like, it's good to see another Black woman doing her thing. And I was telling her, I said, this microphone has saved my life more than I can count. It's mic therapy for me and for you. So again, I don't know what people day go consist of. That's why I don't insult them. And it could have been that day she was about to kill herself, and I came in and just downed her.
And just dived in. And I always tell people when I see them going in on folks on live, you don't know what people going through. But I would rather, like you do, be somebody's blessing or somebody's angel. Because God works through all of us, and you just don't know. Your words can set a person
absolutely
up higher. But I gotta ask you this question, HerShe. I know what ain't on Michelle's list. Have you seen the Dave Chappelle stand up, and what did you think of it?
I did, and I heard about it. Honestly speaking, I do believe that with comedy, and I can just speak because I'm part of LGBT, I feel like we've gotten so sensitive that it kind of put a block on our freedom of speech and our art. And as somebody that's a part of the community, I wish that we would learn how to laugh more as far as being so insulted. Because honestly speaking, I believe there's a fine line between being homophobic and just not agreeing with the lifestyle. And I'm okay with that. Like somebody can say, HerShe, I don't agree with your lifestyle, but I still respect you and I fuck with you. That's not homophobic to me. That's just your preference. Just like I can say, I don't agree with you being straight. That don't make me straightophobic. You know what I'm saying?
But I tell folks, I don't give a fuck what you do.
So
that's just me.
I love the fact that, and I'm probably going to get pre-canceled because I ain't even made it yet, but I love the fact that he voiced how he felt, but he did it in a comedic way. And I don't think that it was hateful. I just feel like people have gotten sensitive now. In fairness to the community, I understand why that sensitivity is there because of everything we go through. But on the flip side of it, as a person that has been through a lot, I've learned to laugh through that and make it powerful, and I think that comedy has just got watered down because we have to be so
censored.
Censored.
But he made it very clear because his whole thing was it's not about you all. He said I don't dislike trans, because it was mainly trans that he was joking on, because I think he's having more beef with them. But he's like, I'm jealous. How the fuck did y'all bypass Black people in this fight? And he made a joke about how some trans dude was trying to, film him. And he said, what did you say, your bitch ass when you do this to me or something?
Bitch ass nigga for doing this.
Yeah, you're a bitch ass nigga for doing this to me. And he said the dude called the cops. He said a Black gay dude would have never done that.
Yeah.
So it was more of him hitting the racism in the gay community.
Yeah.
But again, I know is aware, because I've had 3 incidents with three different gay white boys in Mississippi that was like say some racist shit, and I have to put them,
back in check.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, one pissed me off trying to tell you about Black folks so much, I use the big F word. And I felt like if you're gonna try to do this little nigga shit you doing, then the gloves are off, boo.
So here's how I feel about the F and the D word, right? And I guess the N word too. So for me, I use those words when I feel like they're acting like that, right?
Yeah.
So there's a difference for me from a gay man, whether he's feminine or masculine, to where there's a gay man who's messy and hateful. Now you're the F word. Now you're the F word for me, because you're not.
That's what he was.
You've been messy, and then like the same for a lesbian. No matter how you present, feminine or whatever, if you're messy and hateful, then you become the D word. And those two words are derogatory.
Yeah.
Derogatory. So that's why I don't use them unless I feel like, hey, you're same thing with the N word. Like, you know, I say this is my nigga right here, but if you're acting like that, now you're the ER of it.
Yeah. But it's just like if a woman, if you acting like a bitch, you're a bitch at that moment.
Exactly.
And I promise you, that's the only person in the gay community I've ever used that word with. Never had to.
I try to get out of, even with the N word, I try to get out of all of those particular words. I understand why they're derogatory and understand that they came from very hateful places. Yeah. So that's why I try to get out of it. But I also understand, it's just like for me, like I can say my nigga to my homie, to my black person, but a white person can't say it to me. Just like I can say this D, but a straight person can't say it to me because now we got a problem because there's levels to this.
Yeah, but you know the funny thing when you said that, I was just talking about my homie Cricket, and I was like, back in the day, black people didn't use the N word around nobody but black people.
Right.
Now we've gotten to this point, and I will say Richard Pryor was one. Then you leave comedy, then you go to the music. And it's like, we're not supposed to be using that word around nobody else but us. That's like a cold, quiet word that you don't use.
Well, I started using it because I wanted them to know that. Here's the thing, and that's just as black people anyway. Black people have been through so much that we have learned to turn negatives into positives. So what they created to ruin us and to break us, we turned it to a term of endearment. That's my nigga.
Yeah.
Right? I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what that means.
And that's what we had to do because they made it so negative. But I'm gonna tell you one thing for certain and two things for sure. I still stand on this. I got a lot of white friends, and if I'm with you and you say my nigga, I'm smacking your face off. We ain't that cool. We not that cool. And I say that because just like you, my white friend, I'm not gonna be like my hunky or what. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. You don't do that.
It's levels to it, and I like I said, I got a lot of white friends, and they know where I stand on that. If you even ask me, can you say it? I'm probably gonna pop you in your face.
Yeah, like really?
Now I got a problem. So,
but I've never had any of my white friends or my Spanish friends, go there with me. Right. I just had that one bad incident in Mississippi with that one gay guy.
Yeah.
And the sad thing was, I thought, we were cool. And he's trying to tell me about the hood and what's about the hood and being black. You're white.
That part.
Can't tell me shit. So since you're gonna break down what the hood means, let me break down what the F word really means.
That part. I had a conversation with a young lady. First things first, I used to be like 3 shades darker than I am now. I don't know what happened. I just started getting lighter. So that's why they call me HerShe, because I used to be a lot darker. And now everybody's like, you're not HerShe, you're like caramel skin. You should change your name. I'm not doing it because I know where I came from. But I said all that to say I had a conversation with a young lady because again, I was super dark skinned. She was light skinned and she wanted to I don't know if battle how she understood what it was like for me growing up as a dark skinned woman. And I told her, I said, this is not a battle we're gonna have because I can't tell you what it was like for you growing up as a light skinned woman. Yes. So you can't tell me what it was like growing up as a dark skinned woman. You can't relate to what I went through as a dark skinned woman, just like I can't relate to what you went through as a light skinned woman. Yeah. I said, so this is not a conversation that I'm willing to debate about because I know how difficult it was for me and my skin tone when I grew up. I know what I went through. And that's not to negate what you went through. That's just saying you and I can't understand that. That's just like a white woman saying to me, oh, I know what it's like. You don't. Or me saying to a white woman, I know what it's like. Because in fairness to white people, there are some really decent white people that still the tail end of the bullshit. So I can't say I understand what you're going through because I don't. Because you could be a decent white person and still get hated on because of your color. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I really try to stay away from that because I feel like everybody's story is different. And I feel like people want to be a part so bad that they're trying to, I understand you, but you don't. You don't. You just don't.
But you know what? Because I'm like the in-between color. It depends on what time of the year it is. Okay. I get pasty as fuck when it get cold. But when it's the summertime, I'm always out in my garden. But as fuck you, Michelle, because Brooklyn called me a Navajo Indian, and she called me a boiled hot dog when I'm outside. But it would.
She come in, she like one of them damn wheels. We go to the gas station and been rotating on that shit all damn day. That's the color her ass be when she coming from the sun.
But as a black woman, it would have never popped in my mind. Well, let me ask this chick that's darker than me. That just is, you know. But I'm gonna be honest with you. In my early 20s, I had to curse one dude out. It was a chick checking us out. Cute girl, chocolate, but beautiful. I don't fuck with dark skinned girls. I said, you know what? I said it was niggas like you. Why we had dark skinned girls trying to fight us.
Let me tell you something, and I can be very transparent. I just had this conversation with a couple of my friends. I had a hard time with light skinned girls for a long time, y'all. I did not fuck with light skinned girls because I thought y'all was the devil. Okay.
Well, I'm sure because they probably thinking they better.
They were horrible. Listen, they were horrible to me growing up. Like again, I was 3 shades darker. I was small frame with big ass titties. I like a capital P. Okay. You know, and I just one girl. I got a birthmark right here, and one girl came in, and you could barely see this back in the days. One girl came in and like took a rag and like scraped my shoulder, like you always come to school dirty. She was like, "Oh no, that's just how you look. That's your complexion." This is the stuff.
Yeah, I don't. But you know what? I couldn't have been sitting next to y'all motherfuckers and heard that. I don't like disrespect.
Oh, don't worry about it. I took care of it. So
I know you did.
After so long of being bullied, I definitely took care of it. That I didn't have that problem again. I didn't start shit, but I always finished it.
Okay? So you sound like me.
But it made me grow up mad. I grew up mad. Yeah. And I had to work through that. Like I did not like to see interracial couples. I hated that. Light-skinned girls. And it was crazy because in my school, light-skinned girls, obviously because of how society has put it, the light-skinned girls are sweet and angelic, and dark-skinned women are ratchet.
Well, that's just because it's like the closest thing to a white woman.
Exactly. And that's what I grew up seeing. We didn't have any black Barbies until later on. We didn't have, you know, they didn't show that shit. So I was always, and I remember growing up wishing that my skin was lighter, wishing this, and then it's crazy because as I get older, people like, did you bleach your skin? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely not. Like, I just got lighter. It just happened.
Yeah, but I mean, as you age, your body changes, your hormone changes, and your skin, because my daddy getting pale as fuck. Look, my dad was behind me in the car, and I recognized the car. I said, but why does it look like a white man driving? And my daddy said, well, thank God I ain't got to worry about the police thing, goddamn it. You know?
That's funny. But see,
now, my father, being light-skinned, would tell you he don't like light-skinned women. He said because they crack and break down like white women. My daddy's always like color, and me, I've always liked them chocolate. I've always liked the chocolate man. Did she freeze? Or did she go? She just looking at
I'm here.
No. But I've always been into the chocolate man. I've dated a white boy before. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'll cross the street every now and then, especially for a meal. So, you know, but I've never been hung up on skin color. That's just, Michelle and I weren't raised that way.
I think for me, and this is just something that plagues me, I don't understand why racism is still so relevant to this day when nobody's 100% anything.
Nobody's 100%.
Yeah. My great granddad is John Deere. He's white as shit. like nobody's 100% anything, and we all bleed the same blood, like red blood. Like I don't understand.
But I do wish I had that picture because my dad. Now I had to check. You know, I had to check. You know, the picture up. My dad found a picture of some greats. And when I tell you the white man looked like somebody from Duck Dynasty, and the black woman looked like he just got off the fucking slave ship. She looked like what was that damn oh my God. If you ever saw what is her name, it won't come to me.
Your brain's frozen.
I got a brain freeze. And I'm gonna be mad when I think about it. Because
that's when you just gonna come to your ass.
Lupita?
She was dark like that, but she reminded me of that damn movie we just watched. Harriet Tubman. She looked like Harriet Tubman's original pictures. So you got a black woman looking like Harriet Tubman sitting down in this big old dress, and this white man with Duck Dynasty. And that was our great grandparents. Wait. I told Daddy. I said, it's Duck Dynasty and Harriet Tubman. My dad said, get the fuck out of here, right? I'm just like, that's what it looked like to me. So when I hear people like I'm pure or the pure white race, there's no such thing as no.
It's not.
There's
It's
no
not.
race. There's no race.
And it's crazy to me because I say if you're on the plane and you're sitting next to a white man and a black girl and a Spanish person, and the plane goes down and you need their help, you're gonna say, "Oh, don't touch me, you black. Oh, don't help me because you're Spanish." Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. No, somebody help me.
Right. Like, at what point
you can be grinning, goddamn, I don't care.
What point do you be like, okay, this is just ignorant? Why do I hate them? Because how they look. Like, that's ignorant. It's so ignorant.
But you know it's funny because you made me think of that damn show where your boy Archie Bunker had to get a blood transfusion.
Oh yes.
And it happened to be a black man.
No, a black nurse.
It was a black nurse. Well, I just know the person was black. And Archie was sitting there looking stupid. But I mean, I love comedy like that because it made you face what the fuck was going on. That's the problem.
It did.
Because Michelle put a post up, how do we grow up watching these shows and we this fucking sensitive?
That's true. That's true. We've seen some shit.
Stop your damn mouth, I wanted to ask a question before we close it out.
Okay, bitch, I just want to tell about the damn shit you were talking about.
No.
Y'all too.
It's a story that you told me about the Michael Myers shit.
No. No. Because
they said Michael Myers was homophobic because he killed a gay couple.
What?
Yes, Michelle said it was an article that the movie that came out that he killed a gay couple. So now they saying that Michael Myers is homophobic.
Well, in that case, he been straightophobic because he been killing straight bitches forever.
I was like, yes. Why are y'all gonna put this on the table because a gay couple happened to be killed in this last episode?
Michael Myers.
Girl, here we go.
They've been trying to kill Michael Myers for years. He keep coming back. Stop.
I'm like the first person he killed was his sister with a titty out. Michael, no.
Don't do that because you're going to throw the whole background off.
Man, fuck you.
He's sister-phobic.
Okay, yeah, I ain't never seen no black woman get killed.
No, he killed. Was the remake part 2. He killed Octavia Spencer. She played a nurse.
Oh, my God.
It's
too much.
How you killing the hell?
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's too much. So, I know as a gay person, we think we got gay superhero powers, but we die too.
Okay.
That shit was on TMZ today. I was like, you know what? I'm
hilarious.
I'm walking by TV. Yes, I'm fucking done. I can't do it. HerShe, tell everybody where they can follow you at, my sister, and where will you be performing at next?
You guys can follow me at every platform at HerShe Does It All. HerShe Does It All, not them all, unless it's the person I'm like. I also have a website, HerSheDoesItAll.com, but every social media outlet is HerShe Does It All. Where am I at next? I know I have a internet show December the 11th. I canceled my November shows because I have some traveling to do, and I'm going on my honeymoon. So, yeah. So I have November is kind of locked off, but December I have an internet show. Also have another show in Riverdale, California, something like that, or there or other. So you guys can just always follow me online to see where I'm at because you never know where I'll be at. I just be popping up.
I'm sure we're gonna be seeing the honeymoon pics. I'll be looking for them.
Yeah, we'll be looking for them photos.
Hopefully they don't make us stay in our room. So.
You know what?
Well, I mean, hey, some more fucking.
Exactly. So
no, because she gonna be trying to get me pregnant. I ain't trying to have no cabbage patches.
I was just gonna say, at least you won't get pregnant, but hey, you never know.
She's trying to have me some cabbage patches.
You know what? I'm not dealing with you, HerShe. All right, girl.
It was lovely,
honey, and we're gonna holler at you very soon. Thanks for joining us. Okay.
Always a blast, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow the Heifers. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you,
peace, girl.
Bye.
Fabulous HerShe The Entertainer, honey.
You see, I enjoyed myself. Michelle's like, bitch, shut up.
I was like, because sometimes we'll have a layout. Rocky's ass get into a more of a conversation because we've been on an hour plus.
Well,
I had other shit lined up that I'm gonna have to squash because y'all ass talk so damn long.
But that's only when I like to guess.
I know that. But you have to keep in mind we got other shit we want to show folks.
Okay.
God damn.
No. I thought the main attraction was us.
I know. And that's why, you know what, I'll deal with you offline, because what I want to say to your ass right now, I cannot say.
Oh, yes, you can.
We go. You know what? I can't with your ass. I'm not going to deal with you right now. We'll go to a quick break. We'll be right back, and we can squeeze in. Thanks to this chatty ass heifer here. We'll be right back. Dumbass heifer. Welcome back. We are here with Miss Chatbox over here.
I was just told to shut the fuck up for a comment.
I know, because like I said, I'm gonna slap the crap out of Rocky. We're gonna hit on some stuff we wanted to bring to your attention earlier. I know you guys saw the situation with Lil Nas and Boosie. This is all Nas did. That he responded with this damn disrespectful tweet.
So I've been working on this song with Lil Boosie, bro. I had this song with Lil Boosie for him to come out. Shit, fire, ain't gonna even lie, Fred. Goddamn, song with Lil Boosie finna come out. Song with Lil Boosie finna come out.
I'm tired of Nas. He's the ultimate troll.
He is.
But at the same time, why did he, Lil Boosie responded the way he did?
That was so disrespectful.
So disrespectful. And y'all was worried about Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I said this should take the light off Dave.
That should take it off of Dave. And speaking of which, Bill Mayer has a show on HBO that we love to watch. He is defending Dave Chappelle, and I think he actually made a lot of sense with the remarks he made about the special and how the community is responding to it.
Dave Chappelle's special, the reaction, Netflix, and the trans community. Now, if we establish right here at the beginning that all three of us are supporters of all laws that protect trans people, that we believe in all the dignity, equality, and respect that can be afforded to trans people, can we have an honest, free discussion about this? That there is this is what I call the one true opinion. Mm-hmm. There is the one true opinion, and there isn't. There isn't just one true opinion. I'm a free speech guy. Now, I'm Team Dave, but that doesn't mean I'm anti-trans. Words have meaning, but not anymore. And when I hear transphobic, phobic has a meaning, fear. I'm not transphobic if I merely disagree with you. It's not hate.
Facts. I mean, you cannot sit up here because I disagree with you. Just flat out label a person as homophobic.
And that's the thing I was just saying, that I'm sick of this, the world we live in today. If I don't agree with you, it's something terrible.
Yeah.
And that's what this world was made off of: imagination and creativity in your own fucking opinion.
See, HerShe told me you got in trouble.
I got her in trouble.
That's you. You both said both got in trouble.
Girl, trust me, ain't nobody scared to be here. Oh, but I'm just saying, where did we get to a point where, if I don't agree with
you, I must hate you.
I hate you.
Or whatever you think you belong to. So that's the most ignorant nonsense I've ever heard in my damn life.
I'm tired of people.
Okay.
I'm moving to another planet.
But Dave Chappelle responded. Here's a little brief clip.
I'm invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix, and I refuse. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we're speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore. I want everyone in this audience to know that Even though the media frames this that it's me versus that community, it's not what it is. Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say. For the record, and I need you to know this, everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about.
Say it. Sensitive ass people.
Yeah, we just talked with HerShe. It's too many people in their feelings about shit. And like I said, we watched that special Lord knows how many times. And
my favorite part, I still walk away with is, which one of the niggas are Clifford?
That's stupid. That's a walk away line, okay? That's what she's walking away with. She been quoting Clifford.
And I put it in my stories.
Oh my
I said,
God.
which one of you niggas are Clifford?
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to do this with your dumb ass because you mighty ignorant. Oh, outside of that, the first and last, the first episode of the final season of Insecure aired recently. Y'all know I love me some Insecure. I hate its ending, but instead of all the great talk and aftermath we usually have after an episode, it was backlash because Amanda Seales, who plays Tiffany on the series, dressed as an AKA.
Some most sensitive ass people.
I don't know if it started on Twitter or whatever, but it was just like, okay, well, she's not an actual member of our sorority. Why is she wearing our colors?
And what's her name? Her acting name again?
Tiffany.
She's really not Tiffany either, bitches. Which one of you niggas are Tiffany?
Okay, but the thing about it is people have too much time on their hands because if you had done your research, whoever started that nonsense, any corporation, whether it be a stick of gum, a candy bar, AKA a Sprite can, if it's going to be on a production set, it has to be cleared through that corporation first before anything's done. And let's remember, Amanda Seales is an actress. She's an actress.
Named Tiffany.
Oh, look.
That's the character.
That's the character's name. So I wanted to just show y'all this quick clip. Let me pull it up right quick on her response to this nonsense.
Y'all may have Googled it, and then this site, answerstoall.com, answers to some, because you got these answers wrong this time, saying shit that ain't true. I am not a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. My school, SUNY Purchase, didn't even have a chapter. And by the time I went to grad school, I was too involved in the me of it all. But also, they do say here that I won a Pulitzer. So, I mean, who knows? That was a nice mistake. I mean, and I would be honored to be a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha, but I simply am not. When I am Tiffany, I do wear the letters with pride and regard and respect for those who did cross the burning sands.
Now, I must say her character, Tiffany, fits in the AKA to the T. And on top of that, we are both fans of Amanda Seales.
Yes.
I love, for one, she's funny and she's outspoken.
She's outspoken.
And I love that she says, fuck it, I'm going to do me.
Exactly. But I mean, that's the thing, because you know what, the thing that was so funny about Amanda Seales shared all these tweets because she does have a lot of haters that come for her because of her opinion. But the argument was so stupid,
it was dumb.
Even her haters sided with her. They were like, y'all are really going to make me an Amanda Seales fan because of this stupidity y'all debating on.
And I'm going to give y'all something you're pissed about. What's the last thing that y'all done, really, for the community? I mean, what have they...
you have to look, but we don't know.
I have to look, but I'm saying, help me.
Well,
I mean, I see it.
Each chapter rolls differently, but the organization overall, it was a AKA member that was tweeting about this nonsense. And I'm like, sweetheart, obviously you didn't go to all your classes. So let's move on.
Maybe she was too interested in crossing.
A lot of black men don't realize they've been sexually assaulted until they become adult men.
Mm.
How many times have you heard the stories about, oh, I lost my virginity at 8?
Girl, I hate those stories.
And it's usually by an older woman or a babysitter. So Charlemagne the God, you know, if you had not read his first book, I forgot the name of the book, but it's an excellent book. And he did in that book describe
Black privilege.
Black privilege.
I remember something like that.
And he described a sexual encounter he was molested by a female family member. And he didn't realize it. But this is his response because he saw a Tyler Perry interview that Tyler Perry talked about it with Oprah.
He's been molested too.
And that's when he actually realized I've been sexually assaulted like lot of black men don't. So check it out.
You know what's so crazy? I when I first watched that interview, you know, I wasn't nowhere near doing any kind of work on myself. And I saw it in real time back in the day when he was on Oprah. And I watched him crying. And I remember just saying to myself, well, you know, what's wrong with him? Because I think the way that, you know, men process sexual assault is different. Like, we don't look at it as sexual assault. We look at it as I was 8, you know, getting it popping with an older woman. Like, I literally remember me and like my guys at that age having conversations about being with older women back then. And, you know, none of us processed it as, you know, sexual assault. That's not something I processed as sexual assault until I was in my late 30s.
Wow.
You know, and then I just understood it more, because you just don't know, you know, what that did to you.
And the sad thing is, I've had 2 personal friends with the same story. And you wonder why a lot of our men, and I'm sure this happens with white men and other men, but you wonder why certain men have, their view on sex is not normal. It's, you know, and that's because the damage
that's been done.
And it does fuck a young child up sexually later on in life.
I look at that movie, Antoine Fisher, because that was a situation where that child was getting sexually molested by a family member. And I'm like, you know, we always talk about protect your girls. You got to protect your children in general.
Period.
Everybody is on the table for grabs.
Because, I mean, we're so busy watching our boys are slipping through the cracks.
Exactly.
And it was an adopted girl. I don't think it was a family member. It was a girl staying with them that was molesting that boy, Antoine Fisher. But it's sickening. And I promise you, when these 2 people told me that, immediately I said, nasty bitch. I said, you was raped.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
That's what it was.
You were raped.
Oh, sick. Look, Halloween's this weekend. We love Halloween. So we put together a little quick clip on some of our
you did
preferred Halloween picks. If you guys have not seen it, these will be some great movies for you guys to check out this Halloween. This heifer here. So we watched Trick or Treat, particularly my son loves that movie, Trick or Treat. And that scene that came up is about a special need bus, and if something goes down, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but something goes down, and one of the little boys realizes the bus is going the wrong way.
Wrong way.
And so every time I want to go home,
I want to go home. And matter of fact, because we will be doing our Halloween thing in the backyard, watching freaky movies, pizza candy, and all that good stuff. So
that was Trick or Treat. They okay, don't play. That's what that was. That's the one that matter of fact, my son's got a Halloween costume this year,
and he's gonna be Sam,
based off of that movie. He plays the character Sam in that movie. So I can't wait to see this shit.
It's funny, you know. But
we'll be taking pictures and shit.
But don't play when you see that scene wrong way. I want to go home. I want you to think of me, okay? But it's a good movie.
I didn't realize our homie was in the building. Armani Jones. Oh my God. Oh, one old heifer touched me once, but I'm still. I can't.
You know what? But I'm sure most black, most young men, and I say black because you got to work. Both parents got to work, or
they don't have the time to be a 24-hour parent, and then you try to entrust your children in some freak's hands, and they go, "Let me be no,
let me play with the little winky. I will stab you.
Stab your ass,
girl. I will hurt a hoe."
Hold up, let us edit that. You know how these platforms are.
Oh my God, they're threatening people.
They said that. Okay.
They're threatening rapists.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I am threatening a rapist. Fuck with mine.
So look, we're gonna be chilling in the backyard this Halloween, watching some scary movies on the screen. I'm getting my boy a deep dish pizza. he'll be in heaven. It's mainly for him. Okay. Because my ass would usually just be on the couch just watching this.
And I'm just thanking God it'll be at least 52 because it's going to be 84 the high.
Mm-hmm.
Only in Texas, you all doing Halloween, okay?
Yeah, and that is also a good movie, girl. Which I hope they deserve to die. I hope they burn in hell.
Oh, girl, yes. But it's not a horror movie. I want to see blood.
For black folks, it's a horror movie.
Well, shit, yeah, it's true. But that movie was serious when my boy said, now think of her as a little white girl. Guilty.
Look, we had a blast. We want to thank HerShe again for stopping through.
Yes, HerShe.
Hopefully this crackhead next time we come on. Now, I'm going to put this out there. I know Armand in the audience, if he's still here. We're supposed to have Family Feud next week. Do not be surprised.
If y'all pull any kind of niggadism and don't show up, you banned from the Heifers. I said, don't show up and see what happens. But
I don't think, like I said, I'm worried about the other party involved.
That one too.
That's the main one I'm involved. I'm afraid of because he's got some things popping off this weekend, and I don't think he's.
But Armand, I love you though.
Yeah, we love Armand.
I got some extra syrup for you.
Maple and what you got? You got molasses?
Got molasses on wheels.
Molasses on wheels.
Oh, did I say that?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You're hot as hell. Look, make sure you guys share our YouTube channel with your family and your friends. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow us there as well. And if you want to watch it on demand, just look up Indie Central TV on your Roku stick, Amazon Fire. I believe we're on Samsung and LG TV.
Samsung.
So just look up Indie Central TV.
I want Dr. Samson.
You can watch us on demand. This helps us on so damn mind.
I'm sorry when you said the first thing I said.
Thick black legs. Okay. Everybody have a safe, happy Halloween. We will see you guys next week, okay?
I holla.
You sure that's all you're going to end it off?
I holla, and I want Dr. Samson.